You see, I lost 3 children, but I'm not bitter. I'm trying to be better. And I'm trying to be that hand that reach out and tell people that it's okay to grieve, but we can't do it alone. And I don't want you to do it alone. That is what togetherness brings. See, I'm out here looking for you, but are you looking for me?
You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it up.
Somebody going to clean it up. That's what they going to do. That's what they going to do. They clean it up. And who going to clean it up? Your girl, the missus. The missus with the kisses. Mwah. What's going on? What's good? What's good, y'all? Welcome to Peachy Tea Time, which is Peachy News edition on Wednesdays, every single Wednesday, okay? It is Peachy News, baby. So we're going to go ahead and just dive right on in. We're going to get started. Everybody that's new, that's watching, hi, how y'all doing? Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. We have a terrific show for you all today. It's something very special about Loria. We just got it right, okay? So Loria Perez, there's something special about her, you all, and I'm so glad that you're here because I do believe deep in my heart that she is gonna touch somebody, okay? Somebody gonna be touched tonight, okay? So I have done my research, and I am just so honored that she's here tonight. But before we get started, we're gonna do something different. We're gonna go straight into our talent. For everybody that's new, I always play a talent on every show, which is an independent artist. They could be all over, okay, all over. But this one, this particular gentleman, he is here in Atlanta. His name is Main Event, and you can find him on all platforms. And this week, I already announced it. This week, I will be playing all the independent artists that will be performing in my showcase, baby, which is my 1-year anniversary. We getting it in, baby. We getting it in. April 30th. It is a secret location. I can't let nobody else in. Sorry. I apologize in advance. Can't nobody else come. We is at the capacity. We is at the capacity. I am honored to have Neffy, which is she's a celebrity host, and she had a reality show back in the day, and it was called Frankie and Neffy with her and her mom, and she also is Keisha Cole's sister. So she will be in the building hosting. I'm so super duper excited, y'all. I'm so excited. Bye. Bye. When I tell y'all I'm ready, I'm ready. So that's all I'm going to say on it, okay? So let's get into our talent. This is the Main Event, baby. He will be in the building performing, y'all. He going to perform my favorite song, too, may I add. But this right here is Conversations. So here we go.
With each win, there is a loss. There will always be more for you to do, but you have to push through.
Lately I've been having conversations and contemplating out with myself now. Damn, what am I doing wrong? Reminiscing on summers in the kitchen with naked women, they counting up chickens. Damn, man, it's been so long. Why this shit go left when you trying to live right? Everybody trying to tell you how to feel. Trying to shuffle through this thing called life is hella hard, cause one false move, it'll get you killed. That's why I'm past the aggression, but passive aggressive when it comes to lack of respect, then I have to protect, and if it comes to packing the tech, then I have to confess that I will. Damn right, yeah, I'm still that nigga, the different one, not the little that never been with the children or chatter, ain't got no bill to the one that everybody calls a real nigga. I'm just trying not to be a real nigga. Yeah, last night I had a vision that I was dead broke, didn't even have a penny. Got up on my ass and said, Shirley, go and get it. Yeah, I'm talking to myself, cause he the only one that listens. Praying to the Lord, hoping one day he forgive me all these sins I committed. Drugs, money, and women gotta take me from a flaw, cause I'm all me. If there's a heaven for a G, I need a motherfucking key. Talk to him. They say the good die young, man, I'm tripping cause I'm still living. Fighting with some decisions while trying to stay persistent with their rap shit. They say I don't know how to act, bitch, but she don't understand that music makes me happy. What happens when I'm not on the road, when I'm not in the yoke, when I'm not doing show shit? To think about it. Yeah, I'm not fucking hoes. I'm just out doing work. I'm accomplishing goals. They go communicate with some fornication. Look, girl, I'm sorry. Probably take out the mind, but 24 just ain't promise. The thought of me wasting time makes a nigga wanna buy me to clean it up and go hide it while listening to the Carter too. Hey, yeah, I got that money on my mind. You feel me? Shit, I'm trying to be the best that never lied on the track. Hey, can you believe that? Can we achieve that? While minding our beeswax and counting up these stacks. You know money ain't the thing. Went from scraping up some change just to eat to buy some change, just to sit up on the fucking show. Said a nigga gotta shine if I don't do nothing else. Hey, cause I'm that nigga, the different one, not the little that never been with the children or chatter, ain't got no bill to the one that everybody calls a real nigga. I'm just trying not to be a real nigga. Yeah. Last night I had a vision that I was dead broke, didn't even have a penny. Got up on my ass and said, Drake, go and get it. Yeah, I'm talking to myself, cause he the only one that listens. Praying to the Lord, hoping one day he forgive me all these sins I committed. Drugs, money, and women gotta take me from a flower, cause I'm all me. If there's a heaven for a G, I need a motherfucking key. Talk to him now.
I ain't playing with y'all. I ain't playing with y'all come April 30th for my showcase, for my 1 year anniversary. Y'all, I ain't playing. These folks is talented. Do you hear me? They are very talented. So don't worry, y'all gonna be able to see them. Don't worry. But when it's party time, the cameras will be off. Okay, it will be off. But we are about to get started. You know I gotta bring up my boy Jason. It's Peachy News, baby. Here he go. Here he
go. What up, though? What's good with
what
y'all,
up,
man? How's everybody?
Yeah. Jason is in the building. What's good?
The excitement is on, man. 1 year anniversary around the corner. So many shows in the books. So many lives been touched and changed. First and foremost, thank you to having this platform, so people's stories can be heard. And so people can start to understand and see that there's still a war here at home. I mean, there's a giant war across everywhere, but here at home, we're losing a lot of our people. So thank you for bringing light to it.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm definitely honored. Like I tell you all the time, this is not easy. It's very overwhelming at times. But I know that God put me here and I'm built for this. So this is something that I got to do. I couldn't have a better co-host to guide me through this. Trust me, y'all done seen me cry a lot of times on this show.
Right.
But Peachy News, you all know that's my baby, Peachy News, because it's bringing awareness. It's bringing awareness just not just to you all, but to me just as well. So I'm honored. I'm thankful. I'm so humble, so humble, and I know that God got something even big and better waiting for season 2, baby.
Won't he do it?
Yes. Let me pause again.
Won't he do it?
And then later on, we gonna put our little Snoop Dogg. Don't worry, y'all. So, y'all, next, I got to bring up our boy Venado. Y'all know who Venado is. Justice for Miss Shiana. Here he is. Hey, Venado.
How you doing?
We are great. You see, Venado got a new camera and everything. He got a whole little setup now. You look at him.
Man, don't
Shining bright, shining bright.
Right. Right.
Shine bright like a diamond.
right. And man, just piggyback that first year anniversary.
Yes.
It's special because I've never been to Atlanta, and Justice for Michiana team is coming.
Yes. The team, baby. The team.
Can we stay longer? And she's like, yeah. So we're gonna be down there. I'm bringing some surprises down there. So
I love surprises.
We wish we could just Zoom, move that date to tomorrow, but give us a month to prepare for your big day, and we honored to be able to come down there.
Oh, and I'm honored to have you.
Turn up, because I'm not driving. I'm gonna be able to turn up with you.
Okay. Well, since you said turn up. Hi.
He's gonna sneak that in there somehow.
Right.
Yeah, I told you I was coming. I told you it was coming. But yeah, we are going to have a very, very great time. We're going to be safe. We're going to party. We're going to party like it's 1999 in this joint. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. So we are about to go ahead and get started with this show tonight. I want to thank each and every one of you who took the time out to come and watch Peachy News tonight. Thank you. And y'all know we're going to be in these comments too. So y'all make sure y'all comment. Venado, are we taking calls tonight?
We can take calls. Somebody, yes.
Okay. Well, y'all, I will have the call-in number. The call-in number will be up on the screen. So feel free to call in, ask any questions. If you need some certain type of information, please call in. If we don't have the answer, we will get the answer and you will see it in the chat. All right. Well, now it's time. Jason, get the damn applause together. Get the applause together. Now, everybody know my show is explicit language, allegedly. But tonight, baby, we're going to go on ahead and move allegedly right on out the way, baby. Okay? Because I am so honored to have Loria Perez here with us today. A mother who has lost 3 children, 2 of them through gun violence, 2 boys through gun violence. And she is here on Peachy Tea Time, Peachy News Edition, baby, to tell her loved one's story. So here we go. Miss Loria Perez. Girl, you get the boom, 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 boom.
That one.
You get the good stuff, girl. Hi, beautiful. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
I am wonderful. I am so wonderful. I'm so thankful that you're here. Please tell everybody just a little bit about yourself before we get into the first clip.
Well, I am what we call an angel mom. Angel mom is an acronym for like an orphan or a widow. So an angel mom is a mother who is without a child. So I'm an angel mom times 3, as we spoke on earlier. I'm also an advocate. I'm also a mother to the community. I have gained a name called Mama Bird. So to many of the youth and young adults out here in South Bend, they know me and call me Mama Bird. And I carry that name very humbly and proudly. So, shout out to my kids. All
shout
the
out to
agents out there.
Shout out. Yes, well, I am once again thankful that you came to join us and to tell us your loved one's story. We're going to go ahead and get into the first clip. And then after the first clip, that's when you could just go ahead and let us know, what happened. Let's start with your first son. And we'll start with him and you just let us know what happened, okay? But we're finna go ahead and get into this first clip. Here we go, Miss Gloria, clip 1.
She's a mother turned activist after her 19-year-old son lost his life to gun violence 3 years ago.
Now she has to bury another child after he was gunned down less than a week ago. 16 News Now reporter Jack Springate joins us live to tell us how Loria Perez is dealing with the loss of her second son to gun violence. Jack.
Well, 3 years ago, Loria Perez lost her 19-year-old son to gun violence, and less than a week ago, her youngest son was gunned down in his home. Now she's sharing her story in hopes of making some lasting change and end the cycle of gun violence here in South Bend.
2017, that's a call that no mother want to get. That's where it started at. So I lost a son, 19 years old, Anthony Mobley, since his gun violence. I realized all these kids were there and they loving on me and they calling me Mama Bird. I wanted to utilize that. You can't call me Mama if it don't come with respect. I formed Bullets for Life Indiana out here. It's originated in Florida. That's our main chapter. But we birthed it out here and these kids birthed it. And I'm not going to say it's just kids. Everybody like that. They start donating bullets. And that was just last year of July. And here we are today. It's not even a year. We have collected 2,500 bullets. And these kids are part of that. Kelvin took it to another level. He was like, my mom got me out here doing this. I'm going to bring some friends in. And he started bringing friends in. They start advocating. And then that's when we said, we're going to sit back and let them talk. So with Kelvin being gone, I didn't want to believe it was him. But you know, I hadn't been through some crime scenes. I hadn't been through some vigils. I know what that take means. It was at that moment I put my head up. I placed my foot solid on the ground and I said, I got to get these kids from around here. I had lost 3 children. Am I numb to this? No. Am I dumb to it? No. But what I can't do is keep letting grief hold me back from something that could be taken care of. I got to do it for my son. This is what he did. I want to focus on these kids. I want them to realize that if nobody is there for them, Mama Bird is there for them.
And as you can see behind me, friends and family of Perez have gathered here to celebrate Kelvin's life, but also pledged to put their boots on the ground for some lasting change in the fight against gun violence here in South Bend.
All right. Loria, before you get started, before you say anything, I must say this. The support is in the building for you tonight, baby. I'm just watching these comments. They is in here for you tonight, okay? The love is real. They said, baby, we are here with you. We got you, okay? So please go ahead, let us know, what happened with your first son that was murdered.
2017 is when I got on this roller coaster ride. It's a club that no mom wants to join. No mom will want another mom or any parent to be a part of this club. But unfortunately, from time to time, we are bonded by grief. And it's just God's purpose to help us turn our pain into some type of purpose, that we understand this bonded grief. I didn't understand it. I understood what was happening in 2017 when I lost a son and I had a survivor right behind it. I mean, that night, 2 of my kids were affected by gun violence. One made it, one didn't. It was then I had to choose. What did I want to do? Life goes on. That's so touche to say, but I had to choose life. I had to rejoice at that moment. And at that moment, really, I was jumping for Jesus. And my acronym for JUMP is just use me, please, Jesus. So I had to jump for Jesus because he spared me. It could have been 2. So at that moment, I had to shine the light on what was here and what was going to be that purpose that I had to thrive. And soon in 2020, I realized put my boots on the ground for,
Exactly. Whew. Wow. You said it was 2 at one time. And I do have that video just as well. I'm gonna show that video when you were, talking outside about it. And I listened to it several times because I kept asking myself, Is she nervous? Is she saying the right thing? Is she really saying two at one time? I was really kind of confused. Like, did this really happen to her? It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. And my heart goes out to you, Loria, for that.
I appreciate that.
Now, how did you feel when you got the phone call from your son, the one that said that he was shot?
I mean, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. As any mom, it's like, what? Last I checked, you was in the house. It's just a regular mom conversation, but then it gets real when it's like, I need your help. I've been shot, and that's all I remember. And I took action. Came super mom, got in my car, and got to trying to get to my baby. But it that 2017 taught me a lot. 2017 taught me how the community is, where the support lines are,
Mhm.
who do you run to, who's in your corner. 2017 was an eye opener. I mean, I was a big mess, just trying to figure out how and why am I standing so strong on life when I have a missing seat at home. I have a missing person at home. I have a granddaughter who no longer has a father. It's a lot of going on in my head, but there was no support there. From the time I got told about my son to the aftermath to the justice, where was my support? And it was my duty to be that support system, to be that comforter for other families so they don't go through what I went through. It was only by the grace of God that I was strong and had enough strength to keep my sanity, you know. But what about those who can't do that? What about
Exactly.
those parents who don't have that type of strength, or who don't want that type of strength, or who can't tap into that at that moment? So I've made it my duty to be that ear, that resource, that mom that I can honestly say, I know what you're going through, because we can't say that. Everyone can't say that to us.
Exactly.
Um, and I just decided right then and there, with or without the support that I lacked, I would be that support system from that time forth. And that's what I dedicated my time and my pain to.
Exactly. Now, that's one thing that I do mention a lot on this show is that I feel like you have some parents that will fight, 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 and keep fighting until justice is served. But then you have another group of parents that just don't have the strength. They are so buried in their sorrow and their pain and their hurt, that they can't find the strength to climb up out of it. What do you say to those that's like that?
It's okay. And it's okay to go through all that. But what is not okay is thinking that you could do it alone. You have reach out. I realize that my biggest support system is not where I live. It's not where I reside. It is
Exactly.
outside of Indiana, and that is just, to me, that is just God's gift. I have I have 6 really close other angel moms in different states that we keep in tabs with, but I met 80 of them one year in 2019 at a Trayvon Martin retreat. 80 moms who know
Wow.
what it feels like, know what that pain is like, know what the ropes are, that roller coaster. That right there gave me enough power, strength, enlightenment to carry that on here where we lack just communicating. I'm an advocate for these streets, so I can say our biggest problem here in South Bend ain't just gun violence. It's the lack of communication. We don't communicate very well with each other.
hmm And I think that's a lot of places. A lot of places. Even within your family, within your friendships, your relationships, communication is just not there. It's not there. Jason, you got anything you want to say on this?
Uh, I'm looking for your comic book because you are a superhero nonetheless. The power that you have to change that energy from sorrow to not
Yes.
necessarily happiness, but to make it helpful or be a helping hand to others. You said it, and you said it multiple times, which is for me comforting. You said it's all in God. Yeah, with that amount of loss, God is the only thing that is allowing you to turn that grief into a helping hand. That is how he says, I'm going to heal you, but also keep your children's name alive. So thank you for the work that you're putting in, because a lot of times, a lot of people look for um like reaction instead of taking action. And the fact that you're able to take action and resolve yourself in the same, you know, at the same moment speaks volumes. Um, sorry for the loss. I'm loving to hear more story, and hearing what you have in place for yourself, and then others that are having these issues or had these issues take part in their family. So you're amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes. So let's get into some of these comments right quick. Markayla Smith, she says, we're definitely here. We love you. Sabrina Phillips says, I love you so much, lady. Opal, thank you for your support. Christina, hi, Christina. South Bend, you showing Mama Bird love. Thanks, Vernado. Yes. And what's that? John Dale. Yes, Angel Mom, we got your back. We got your back.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Auntie, my auntie said hello. She in the building. So we're gonna get into this next clip. This is a two-part clip. Okay, so here we go.
Losing a child to gun violence was something totally different from my loss of a child from just natural, causes. I get a call at 4 o'clock in the morning from my son. Mom, I need you. I've been shot. What? So you already know what that reaction was. I got pulled over by some sirens and police cars and paramedics, and for some reason my heart didn't tell me that was going in my direction. It just said pull over. You gotta let these first medics in. Pull over. I'm still on the phone with my son. I'm like, you hear those paramedics? He's like, yes, Mom. I was like, that's how close I am to you. I get to this location that he was by the dumpster. I just grab him. I get him in the car, and he's crying. And I'm like, shh, listen. Just listen. We're going to pray. We're going to pray all the way to the hospital. Lo and behold, those tears was trying to tell me my brother is down the street. He didn't make it, Mom. He did not make it. But I hushed him up for the sake of Lord. I'm like, Lord, I got to pray to you right now. I need you now. Get him to the hospital. I'm not thinking, anything of it, but we're going to patch him up and we're going to bring him home. But what people don't know is when you go into the hospital for an incident like that, the police have to come. So I'm in the squad car for 6 hours, for 3 hours at this time, waiting on my son to get patched up. He's fine. And I didn't understand why they was taking us to Metro. And I'm like, what is going on? Why are we going to Metro? And the officer told me that Anthony was no longer with us. I lost it. I spilled my guts that day. It was then when I told myself, am I going to let this death take me under? Or if I'm going to let this life spared take me forward? At that very moment, I chose life. I brought you guys here because this is where we had our visual. So I pull up and I see these kids. I get right on that top of that rock right there, right next to that cross. And I got their attention.
All right, and we are back. We are back. Ronaldo, I want to hear a little bit from you. So what you feel about that clip so far?
When I first seen that clip, I watched it probably like 5 times because I was there when her second son was murdered. Doing live videos, and because our relationship, trying to keep that in place and also tell that story to the community, right? And then just to be that support out there with her, because you have some people who would say, I'm here for you, and really not just want to be nosy. But that clip just took me back where me And my son, who does media, who was her son friend as well, he had to bring a story to his news company about a friend who lived a block away from him that was killed. And I remember seeing her son body, on my porch and dealing with different homicides. Everyone hits you different, especially if you know the parents. And been on Lori for a long time, working in the community, doing her bracelets, and we work with homicides family on the ground, right? And she ended up giving them stuff like gonna last forever. So my heart went out when I seen that video. And when you call, say, who's next? She was the first person out of many cases I have here. I call her, and she always answers my call the same way here. If she called me, I'm there for her.
Wow, that's awesome. Loria, tell us about your second son
My
that was
second
murdered.
son, actually, that's my fourth child, my baby boy. But yes, the second incident to the gun violence. Uh, since 2017, that one right there was my rock. He put his boots on the ground. He pulled his pants up as a man, and he stood beside his mom every day since April 30th, 2017. He has been my strength. He became an advocate on the streets. I mean, we took off. He was bringing the youth to us. He was bringing the youth to me because I reached out to another mom that he wanted me to reach out to, one of his friends, and that is my co-founder and my partner for the organization Connected Be the Change. But connecting me and her side of town of kids and my side of town of kids, that connection was so powerful. But it only happened through those kids, through them young minds. And my son was so into it. He was so eager. He seen trouble a mile away. Mama, I need you to talk to this boy for me. Mama, let him spend the night
Oh,
and just speak life to him like you do, Mom. And I did. I did that. I did all that to unfortunately uh, have one of those kids take my own son's life. So, am I bitter? Hmm. I feel like I should have had a bigger eye on things, My heart got too big. That's how I feel. My heart got too big. The love was just so open, you don't see no wrong. But I can't be bitter. I just got better. Um, it's teaching me some more things. There's some more inner lining problems with the youth that we wasn't targeting. Um, or I wasn't targeting, I wasn't noticing. So it just helped me help them more than what I was doing before. Um, Still waiting justice. I don't know
that was
what
my next
justice.
question.
Yeah, I don't know what justice feels like. I don't know what justice will be as far as justifying for me because I didn't get it in 2017. And so it's like a part of me is like, come on, Lord, I deserve that much. But then another part of me is like, oh, my baby killed my baby, you know? And so I haven't identified those feelings yet. It's getting real. It's getting close to the time. We actually had a trial. It got outweighed or undecisive, so we got to do it all over again. So um, I just can't identify those feelings yet. All I know is just to keep open mind. Is all in God's hands. I was told by a pastor, not just a pastor, but my auntie who's a pastor, that from the womb, and this is deep, and I carry it with me, that God trusts me with grief. At first, I'm like, what in the world? Why?
Hmm.
But He knew from the womb that I was going to be that, not even a soldier, I'm a sergeant, a general of grief.
Yes,
That He knew that if it came my way, that I would lead it off in a loving way to where people will learn how to live with it and learn from it and look to Him for it. We got to look up to the
exactly.
hills where the help come from. So I model that every day. I spare my tears in the public, but I sure sprinkle them out on my pillow at night. He collects those for all the smiles and the hugs and the peace, love, and light that I send out every day. He ensures that now you can let go, But I feel like I don't think crying is a sign of weakness, but I think like crying won't allow me to deliver that message because I'm more of an action person.
Yes.
So I'm taking too much action to sit there and have that moment, but it does hurt. That pain hurt, but every day I got to push it into another purpose. And like Bernardo
Exactly.
said, I make bracelets. Me and the organization, we are collecting bullets off the streets. Over 3,000 bullets have got collected off the streets of South Bend.
All right, girl. Hold on. Let us applaud for that. That's an applaud, girl. That's an applaud moment.
That's huge. Yeah.
That is.
And we're not, we don't want your guns. We just want to slow down the process. We can't stop gun violence, but we can curb the senseless gun violence.
Yes.
The homie mad at the homie, the girlfriend and the boyfriend who having a triangle. These are things that we can just mediate. We got to be in the middle of this and say, hey, what's going on? Somebody gonna have to rock with it, lean with it, and get them to understand that tomorrow, another day, we're not gonna make no mistakes right now. So curbing some of these bullets off the streets, to me, it's a workshop that we do. So it's no secret. Anybody can come and do that, but they have power behind it because now there's no more gunpowder in this bullet shell. It's a Bible verse, and we're saying Isaiah 54:17, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. My son and my co-founder girls make these keychains. They called these no crossfires before the crossfire even came my son's way. So I look at all these things, and it's like he was showing us, he was leading us. I hate to say that he was preparing me, but that too, because like as Bernardo said, I had to facilitate my own crime scene. I had to get myself together when I didn't want to because I was so angry at that time. I never got that chance. I'm like, this is my time. I'm gonna act a complete fool because I can. I've been strong too long. I wanted to, but once I looked around and there's hundreds of kids there and hundreds of people there, concerned and hurt, and there's no one there to facilitate that, but to say it's a riot outside of a homicide scene, I had to get myself together. So I facilitated my own crime scene as far as consulting, hugging, reassuring, sending them home, letting them know I'm okay, we'll call you later, just so it wouldn't be some type of rufus with the police officers, and that to me is so strange that we got to go through that. But again, what better person? And I'm not trying to just pop my collar or anything, but my team is the bomb. We got a good team. But what better person?
Pop that motherfucker.
Here we go.
Hard.
Here we go. There you go, girl. There you go. Shout out to the team. Shout out to the team.
But our team is so strong, and we've been preparing for this because we've been through this already, and we showed them exactly what we're about. Even in the mix of one of our own going through it, we still conducted that, and we showed them that this is not going to go nowhere if you all don't learn how to communicate. Where's the compassion? Where's the communication? We need that so bad at these crime scenes. And, just thank God that there's a Bernardo there. There's a Connect to Be the Change there. Just thank God that these people are there because no one knows what they're going to walk into, especially if you're not coming in with a compassion. If you're coming in with your badge or your blue collar or whatever position you in, we're not going to solve nothing. We're going to make it worse.
I hope y'all listening.
And
I told y'all she was going to come tell y'all something tonight. I told you.
Right. Just to piggyback, because I was there, right? Dealing with different homicide scenes, watching a mother whose son is less than 20 feet away, and you have the youth behind you, and you making sure that they understand we not gonna go and shoot nobody over this.
Right.
Was powerful because the youth, that's my homie, that's my loved one. We ready, but you have a mother where that child came out from, saying, no, we're going to pray. We're going to stand strong and let justice come to us. Was powerful. And out of all my homicides cases I done, been there, I never seen nothing like this one. And as you can see, so much love is here. We've been on the shore. We never had this much love instantly. Her team, wonderful.
Wow. Well, we definitely applaud the team. Definitely. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get into a commercial first. When we come back from the commercial, we're going to get into your last clip, okay? Right. And here we go.
And I'm here with Miss Peachy today. Just did a crunk TV show. We just got down and that was up. Oh shit. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Tasha Doe, and I'm here with the missus at Peachy Tea Time with Hits 92.3. Period, poo. And I did that one right.
Hey y'all, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses. Mwah. I am looking for some independent artists. Come on down and kick it with me at Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio, baby. Okay, so get at me, DM me, inbox me, text me. It don't even matter. Just get at me so y'all can be sitting right here in the studio with me, y'all. Okay? All right. Deuces. Bye.
I said, today is the day I'm going to ask you guys not to retaliate. We're going to reconcile. And they all looked at me and I got, crying nods, and I'm crying. I got mothers out here with me. But how can I deliver this message to these babies out here? I don't want to see another mother go through what I'm going through. I'm trying to figure this out. When people say, oh, I hope I'm not at the wrong place at the wrong time. Explain that to me. When you're at the right place, how can that be the wrong time? When you at home, enjoying, being underneath your own roof, how can that be the wrong place? My child was not in the wrong place. But you guys, I'm here, and behind me is what used to be my home for 7 years. But came 2020, I had to move from this home because I found my baby boy on this porch, lifeless. So today my message is, if you value life, that we'll put these guns down, we'll reconcile, and we'll call for help. When I heard about Kente forming this house, it made all the right sense. I know it takes a village. I can't do this alone, but I can relate to some pain. I can tell you that it's okay not to be okay. And I can tell you that it is absolutely okay to seek help. You see, I lost 3 children, but I'm not bitter. I'm trying to be better. And I'm trying to be that hand that reach out and tell people that it's okay to grieve, but we can't do it alone. And I don't want you to do it alone. That is what togetherness brings. See, I'm out here looking for you, but are you looking for me?
Wow.
All right.
Wow. I'm out here looking for
Talk
you.
about wow.
You're looking for me. I just took over, didn't I?
That's
That's
big. That
what's so
statement's
powerful, though,
crazy.
Jason.
Yes.
I'm out here looking for you.
Are you looking
Are
for
you
me?
looking for me?
That statement's crazy. Crazy great. Like good. You know what I mean? So I want to just hop in real quick because I got something I want to spare, and I wrote something down and I was thinking about it. And you kind of said it in that last video there and in part of your statement. But to me, what your foundation is doing is spectacular. And how you're conducting yourself is even more phenomenal. Like
Yes.
the difference is this: there's reaction, there's response, and then there's action. Right? Those three things are majorly important in whatever foundation is happening or whatever someone is doing on scenes like that. Because a lot of us innately want to react to things. I lost my friend. My reaction is go get him. I lost my son. My reaction is break down and cry and put myself in a shell or a hole and don't ever climb out and somber that hopefully he comes back or they find us, whatever, right? And then the action is, well, what do I do next? How do I do it, right? What I seen that you formulate now is you have a response first. God told you need to respond first. I'm giving you power and dominion over yourself to say, stop, breathe, and respond. Collect. Okay, you go over there and do this, do that, do this. We're gonna be okay. I need this done. I gotta do this. Where's my people? I need others that know how to respond first. Control the ones that react. Let's get them under control and tell them what to do. I need people to get out in the street, get the kids under control, tell them blah, blah, blah. And then the action is, how do we continue to do this beyond tragedy? And the action is, let's do the bracelets. Let's take the ammo off the street. Let's talk to the people and learn how to communicate. Now that's the action. How do I teach one how to communicate? Right? A lot of us that are in these urban cities, that are inside of and even in the suburbs, we don't know how to like you've been saying, communicate with one another. So even if there is animosity, even if you're angered or you, like you said, you're in the triangle, no one's communicating properly to say I am hurt and then understanding why that person's hurt. Instead, they just want to what? Remember, first thing I said was to react. They want to react. Continue to do what you do, young lady. You're changing not only the current situation where young ones are dying, like people are dying, you're changing the structure for generations. You're teaching ones how to respond to difficulties, because it's going to be deeper than that, right? They're going to be like, Mama Bird told me I can't get angry. They lost a football game. Mama Bird term just because they scuffed my Jordans. Okay, I got to breathe. Like they're learning how to respond instead of react. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that's under your wings, that's under your reach, along with your team, you're changing a generation, especially if you're continuously talking to young people. I don't know if you've seen it that way. I don't know if like that was a grasp or what you were trying to do. You might just be like, hey, I'm just doing this. But if you guys continue to do what you do and continuously working on the action that you put in place, which is helping people communicate through sorrow or even in pain, then you're going to change generations. Have things in place where you have, like, I don't want to say conventions, but that might be the word, conventions, where you're putting people together and you're putting them in groups and you guys are not even really talking about death or anything. Let's just talk about how you feel and how to properly communicate your emotions. I'm a 37-year-old man and I'm having difficulty with that. Now I go to therapy for it and I'm trying to understand it, but I tend to react first before responding because that's what I was taught as a youth. Now, if I had a short temper, guess what my reaction would be? Very short, very explosive, and there's issues. So continue to do what you. I could continue talking because it ain't really me that's talking right now. It ain't me. It's not like I know this. It's not like it's something I've rehearsed or I knew what was going. This is just God saying, say this.
Exactly.
So continue to do what you do, man, and where you're going and what you have there, that is amazing. That's what I got. Thank you.
All right. I want to say this. When my friend slash sister, Tiffany, when her daughter died, was murdered last year, July 30th, we went down there for the funeral, me and my husband. The funeral was packed. I mean, it was packed, baby. It was a whole lot of folks up in there. And I remember Tiffany, she cried and cried. Like from the time I got inside, because it was a long line to get inside. From the time I got in there, she just cried and cried and cried and cried. But when she went and spoke at her daughter's funeral, there was no more tears. After she walked down, she cried and cried and cried. The point I'm trying to make is this. Like you said, Loria, and I'm trying to hold back my tears. When you have something to say, it has to be heard. And when God gives you something to say, it's going to be heard. Mm-hmm. Tiffany spoke to everybody that was out there, that was there to support her, to be there. She's giving encouraging words to them. She's telling them, this is where you can be if you don't do the right thing. This is where you can be just because you're at a place and not at, like you said, not at the wrong time. You're just there. You're just at somewhere. And something just happens. But she was able to get it all out without crying, without screaming, without, it's like God was really directing her and everybody was listening. Everybody was listening. So I applaud you. I applaud you 100%. Oh, there you go. I applaud you, girl. 100%. Because like you said, when it's something that has to be said, it has to be heard. So I thank you. I really, really do thank you. You want to say something, Venato? Because we're going to leave the floor with Loria after we get into our motivation.
Said it all. And just been great to work with her outside of homicides. I'm going to let her tell, she got something coming up. I'm going to let her tell that coming up in a couple of weeks. Something she doing, and I'll be there during a video as well. But the message that her and her team next week, we're going to hear from her partner, Sturry, who lost a child as well. Working out here and seeing mothers, when you out here doing the work and homicides hit you directly, and you stand up strong, powerful.
Yes.
Powerful. And those bracelets mean so much. And I was just telling the new homicide lieutenant today in an email, truthfulness and conversation means so much. Our old homicide department, Metro Homicide, which I'm happy they're no longer would hear a case or help a family. I'm was very vocal of, it's like the casino. If you own a slot machine, it's not going to pay out, move to another one, right? So far, South Bend Police Department almost have all their homicide victims, not victims, but suspects in custody. And when you look back to Metro Homicide, those cases are cold. So I'm very happy that South Bend Police is over our local homicides now. But the bullets, to take a bullet, and we came to the radio show, and we made one with them, pop the bullet out, and I'm moving like, hold on. But this bullet I still have that they made of Eric Logan for me. This bullet killed somebody. And I wore it, the bees came off. I'm gonna get that one, I promise. But this bullet won't kill somebody. And you know why? Not because of me, but because of her and her team.
Yeah.
There you go. You couldn't have put that no better way. I know you did that. Bernardo, you just did that. That was excellent. It really was. Now we finna go ahead, y'all. We finna get into our motivation. When we come back from our motivation, you will see each and every one of us one at a time, and we're gonna let Loria close it out for us tonight. Now, Loria, when you stop talking, because we working on this, okay? We working on this new, okay? So season 2, which is May 1st, hopefully I'll be done had it down pat. But when you get done talking, that's when we're gonna get into the intro, the outro, okay? Now, if I cut you off, I'm sorry.
Just don't hang up.
Exactly. Don't hang up. Do not hang up, because we're gonna talk at the end, okay? But y'all, we finna go ahead and get into our motivation for tonight. I really hope you all enjoy it, and we'll be back with the missus. I'ma lead it on off, and here we go.
I'm telling you, the one thing you cannot get back is time. It is your greatest asset. I'd give somebody some of my money for a couple more years to be with my wife. Time is the greatest enemy. You thinking it's infidelity. The greatest enemy. You thinking that it's finances. You thinking that it's in-laws. You thinking that it's differences. No. It is time. We've got to learn how to steward our time. We got to learn to tend to it, guard it, keep it. I just want to make sure that the life we got left, that is sweeter than the life that if I would give up or if I wasn't focused and I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. So when you've been with somebody since you're 16 years old and they got a chronic illness, don't you know it's easy for me to go drink? It's rough. My life, it ain't what it used to be before she got sick. Like while God is blessing her, she still got MS. I lost 5 ounces to cancer. You don't think I could have smoked for weeks? You don't think when I'm going through that pressure, I couldn't have broke? But you talked about it, mental toughness. It is in those times we have to be stronger than we've ever been before. Why? Because they need us more than they ever needed us before. And you guys are blessed in that you are the 1%ers. Not many people want to be in your life who want the life that you have, and you got it, and you not taking it serious. Like, you know how many people would die to have this life? You know how many people would die to be on the field on Sunday? You know how many people would die to eat the way y'all eat? You know how many people would die to have the gear y'all got? You know how many people would die to get on these planes and travel the world? You know how many people would die to have your life? And you got it. It's your life. You got it. What you gonna do with it? You gotta be able to see it when it cannot be seen. You have to see it happening. You have to believe in the unseen. Because if you can't believe in it, you will never manifest it. But when you believe in it, you demand the universe to assist you in what you're doing. And if you can see it before everybody else can see it, then it's going to eventually come to you.
I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Hold on. Let me put on the music. Y'all know how we do. You know how we got to do. For the end, we got to put the music on. Let's put the music on. There go the music. But y'all, thank you so much for joining me tonight. First and foremost, I want to say my heart, my love goes out to Loria. I'm so humble. I'm so thankful that she joined us tonight. I pray for her. I pray that God continues to give her the strength to do what she's doing. I know it's hard. It has to be hard. But God is telling her, you have to do this. And he's leading her down the right path. So I thank her so much. I hope justice is definitely served. And it will be served. And I hope you all enjoyed the motivation tonight just as well. Only you can make sure that you get to where you want to be. That's it. Ain't nobody else do it but you. So you work hard and do what it takes. If you gotta be up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, be up 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. If it's your passion, you're gonna do whatever it is for you and your family. Okay? Now we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take some of the stuff off the screen. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna let Jason come on up. Jason gonna come on up and do his thing. Follow Jason on CTV Radio. Oh, hold on, let me show this. Cause Jason be like, she ain't got my stuff. There I got, hey, there you go, Jason. Hold on, let me move this so he can see. There it is. Pow. Pow. All right, here comes Jason. Hi, Jason.
Hey, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. That's awesome. But you know how I go, man. When we do a show like this, and when we up here, never look for me. Don't look for me. I'm not the one. I am the one to help change, but that's not what I'm here for today. Today, we're looking at Loria Perez, man. And make sure that you look for her. It's boots to the ground. Right? I hope I said that right. It's boots to the ground. I'm seeing the nods. All right, perfect. So make sure you look for her. I hope they're on Facebook, on social media. If not, tap in with Loria. She's the one that needs the assistance, especially in South Bend. They're doing something amazing right now. They've already taken so many bullets off the street. They're saving lives as we speak. They're helping people come to justice. But not only that, they're changing the culture. They're changing the culture, ladies and gentlemen. So that's first and foremost. They're allowing the children to say their words, speak their piece, and also know that they have a life, they have a future, and that they're valued. That's important. I think a lot of children nowadays don't feel valued because of police brutality, because of gun violence, because of families that don't speak life into the children. And that's what they're doing right now. They're actively doing that by doing things like this, by being proactive and responding, not reacting, and making action to change the future. So tap in with her first and foremost. I love you guys. You already know how it is. Look, slow motion is better than no motion, and all motion, good motion. I love y'all.
Man, I think Jason just knew what I was going to say. We're going to take it to the church right now. Matthew 5:16. It's Gloria all day long. It says, let your light shine before man. And that's what she did out there with those kids that day. She let her light shine before those kids who was men in that verse. And to say that they may see your good works. How many mother can just do that at a crime scene? I've been to many where mothers couldn't even stand up, no less tell people behind them, we're going to stand strong. Glorify the Father which is in heaven. For these kids, just look at the timeline on here. We love you. All this love is coming. So she is Matthew 5:16 to me.
So what's up, everyone? Thanks for the love. As always, peace, love, and hugs and kisses to everyone. Connect to Be the Change. You can follow us on Connect 2, Be the Change. That's on all social medias, but we also have a website, Connect 2, Be the Change.org. Or you can just follow me, Loria Perez, and keep up what's going on. So what's going on with Connect to Be the Change next? April 20th, you don't want to miss it. We'll be downtown South Bend in the library doing 9 10-minute plays hosted and partnered by the South Bend Civic Theater. That's one of my jobs that I do guest management in. But I will also be directing 9 plays that is national from a project called Enough. It's a production out in New York. So we'll be bringing these 8 plays to life from these playwriters. 32 theaters will be joining us the same day. It's at 7 o'clock downtown in the library. You don't want to miss it. We're also Adding a bonus in, one of our very own change agents, Dakota Smallwell, will be bringing her play that didn't make it but made it close to the finals called Use Your Voice. That is something very powerful, and that is something that the community needs to hear. Stay tuned. Thanks for having me.
PG return.